Hi there, it's Lisa here on our Solemnity of the Most Holy Trinity. And at our church, our pastor likes to emphasize the supremeness of solemnities by saying this is a three scoop of ice cream kind of celebration. And so our first reading today is from the book of Proverbs, and it talks about the wisdom of God being with God from the beginning. And so we see this as speaking of the part of the Trinity, right? The Son, the Spirit. So the thus says the wisdom of God. The Lord possessed me. Do you like that word? Possessed me. I was with, huh? The beginning of his ways. So it talks about how long this other person of the Trinity was with the Creator, the forerunner of his prodigies of long ago. And so notice just these words that are talking about beginning, from the beginning. From of old I was poured forth. Now the word forth appears three times in this first section, and our Lector workbook says wait till the last one to really give it emphasis. So I was poured forth at the first, before the earth, right? When there were no depths, I was poured forth. When there were no fountains or springs of water. So this is early in the creation of the whole universe, right? Before the mountains were settled into place, early in the creation of our earth. Before the hills, I was brought forth. There we go. So that's the time where we'll emphasize it. While as yet the earth and fields were not made. I have been there since before this earth, is what it's saying, nor the first clods of the world. Okay, so quite a way of saying before this world was made, I've been here, right? When the Lord established the heavens, I was there. So talk about it as if it were you. I was there, right? When he marked out the vault, that is the sky, over the face of the deep, when he made firm the skies above, when he fixed fast the foundations of the earth. So this is poetry that they're talking about, marking out the vault, making firm the skies. So these images were poetry in the original language. Fixed fast the foundations. Say that slowly, that alliteration. And when he set for the sea its limit. So those of you who are at St. Vincent's know that I do that creation story, and when we do the third day about separating, making the water all go into one place so that there will be dry land from, and so I make a point of pushing the water and like, okay, now you stay there, because that's what God did. Fixed the okay, set for the sea its limit. So stop. You don't get to come any farther here, so that the waters should not transgress his command. Such a cool thing, a cool image. Take time to see it in your own head so that you can see it here in these words, and you can pass that image on, slowly saying these. Then was I beside him as his craftsman. Take pride in that, huh? And I was his delight day by day. So you can just see the love that is happening inside the Trinity. Playing before him, playing, smile as you say that, playing before him all the while. Like, I'm enjoying your creation here, God, right? Playing on the surface of the earth. And I found delight in the human race. So there we go. So this is before the fall. This is this wonderful creation story from another point of view. And so let yourself just enjoy it and tell this poetic story, right? So let's see what it might sound like straight through. A reading from the book of Proverbs. We wait 1, 2, 3. Thus says the wisdom of God. The Lord possessed me the beginning of his ways, the forerunner of his prodigies of long ago. From of old I was poured forth, at the first, before the earth. When there were no depths, I was brought forth. When there were no fountains or springs of water, before the mountains were settled into place, before the hills, I was brought forth. While as yet the earth and fields were not made, nor the first clods of the world. When the Lord established the heavens, I was there. When he marked out the vault over the face of the deep, when he made firm the skies above, when he fixed fast the foundations of the earth, when he set for the sea its limit, so that the waters should not transgress his command. Then was I beside him as his craftsman, and I was his delight day by day, playing before him all the while, playing on the surface of the earth, and I found delight in the human race. And we're smiling as we end it. 1, 2, 3. And then we say, the word of the Lord, still smiling. Say it, the word of the Lord, still smiling, okay? And receive back, thanks be to God. And then wait till the music starts at our church before you turn the page. Just wait. You're role modeling, listening, and letting it sink in. All right, God bless.